Welcome back to Cooking Vegan with Johanny, and today I am eating a chickpea sandwich. It's supposed to be our tuna replacement. I added romaine lettuce, onions, tomatoes, and avocado. Let me give you a closer look. And then I got some chips here. These are like some nacho tortillas. They're vegan. You can get this at Whole Foods. It's the brand Siete. And then I also have some more chickpea here. And it's supposed to be our replacement for tuna. And then some pickles. And to drink, we have some water. This is my favorite one. Before they wasn't it used to be in a plastic bottle, and now they do in a glass bottle. So excited about that. Put that much. Doesn't that look good? And yes, I made this. Okay, we're gonna do the flip. Hopefully this doesn't get everywhere. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. There we go. And cut this thing in half. Okay. Whoa. Okay. The avocado is like trying to come out of here. Okay. I got this. So do you guys miss me? I was on vacation. It was my baby girl's birthday. I don't know what mess this whole thing up. Okay. It's okay. The chickpea bursted out the side. Let me show you how this looks. This one is a little messy. I'm gonna do this one. Ooh. Thank you for the rose. Look at that. So I was on vacation. I went to Smoky Mountains. It was amazing. I didn't climb, but I walked all the way up a mountain. It was very therapeutic. There was no signal, so I did record the whole thing, but I couldn't go live while I was out there. But it was very nice. I recommend it. Smoky Mountains is in Tennessee. Beautiful. Beautiful. There's I also walked. It was like it's called Cataract Falls, where you see like the waterfall. That was beautiful. I put the water in my face. It felt like very refreshing. Hello, Garcia. How are you? I'm seeing a lot of new people. So, yes, I'm just now coming back from my trip. I was out for a week. I went with my family. My daughter walked the whole mountain up. I'm so proud of her. She did amazing. Tell me why coming down the mountain, I thought it was going to be easier, but literally my knees were like going like this. I was like, what the heck? I was like, my knees the whole way down. Felt like I had some arthritis on my knees or something. It was crazy. But it was fun. I would do it again. How many miles? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. I think, um, man, that thing was long. Might have been like 2 miles, maybe, or maybe a little under. I'm not sure. It was a long walk though. There was people that were like, I can't do this. What kind of sandwich are you eating? It's a chickpea sandwich. So it's my replacement for tuna. If you're new here, I'm vegan. And so I use chickpeas for my. Hey, Candace. Thank you. Somebody said I would carry you down. Trust me, your knees coming down the mountain would have been like, what the heck? It was so fun though. I recommend it. It's so therapeutic, very nice, beautiful out there. It's like you forget about everything. You forget about social media, everything. It's just like you just want to know what's in nature. So beautiful. What did I put on my chickpeas? I put celery, bell peppers, onion. What else? I put vegan mayonnaise, mustard, a little bit of maple syrup. I added a lemon and my seasonings. I use onion powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper, dill, fresh. I use fresh dill and dry dill. Thank you. Someone said that sandwich looks good. Where at? It was in Smoky Mountains in Tennessee. It's very close. It's like 1 hour from North Carolina. I got some pickles too. These pickles are so good. This is 365. Um this 365 brand from Whole Foods. With kelp? No, I've never tried that. So the same way I make it, just with kelp. The kelp, you talking about the kelp noodles, right? Mm. I've um I've made seaweed wraps with the chickpea. So just the same way, but just instead of using bread, I use wrap it with seaweed. I've done that. So it probably tastes similar. So it was my daughter's birthday. She had so much fun. Um, I did a Peppa Pig theme. She loves Peppa Pig. I've been vegan for 6 years. 6 years. Mm-hmm. I have recipes on my YouTube channel. It's Cooking Vegan with Johanny. And I've been on YouTube for like about 3 years, but the first year, um, I took a break. I did take a break. So I've been back officially for like about a year. I took a year break. Thank you, Rick. Said the food looks good. Yeah, I have this recipe on my YouTube channel. Bridget, it's not hard at all. Somebody said I need to be vegan, but I think it's hard. It's a mental thing. Being vegan is a mental thing. Like once you start making recipes and you start knowing different things you like, then it's easy to transition. Because for instance, it's just like when you work out, a lot of people be like, "Oh, I don't feel like getting up and working out." It's a mental thing. And it's you have to schedule yourself to to eat certain things at a certain time, and that prepare yourself to be prepping certain foods and stuff like that. But it becomes easier, and it just becomes a lifestyle, and then you don't even think of it anymore. Someone said, "Are you at home eating?" No, so where I live, there's like a lobby area for the people that live in this building. Yeah, no, this is just a place I come and eat. Go ahead, make it for her. I think she will love it. Thank you. Someone said, "Do you have to pay for that food?" I made this myself. So I make my own food. And yes, I have to pay for my groceries. Is it Dara? Is it Dara? That's how you say your name? Yes, my daughter's vegan. And she's better than me. She eats raw onions. She eats raw onions, raw bell peppers, and everything. She drink green juice. She is not a picky eater. Is it diarrhea? I don't want to say your name wrong. But thank you for that. I'm glad you enjoy the videos. And yeah, you can start slow. Start slow, making different things. And then, see what you like. Because like this meal right here, you can make it once a week. And if you're trying to stay away from bread, do seaweed. I have the recipe on my YouTube channel. You can make a seaweed wrap. Hey, fathead. Can you tell me your name? Because I know when you come here, I could call you by your name. He got his name on there. So, the only thing that I do take is black seed oil. Take it in the morning and sometimes at night. It's best to take it both in the morning and at night. It helps you digest your food good too. I also like to, so I also like to do sea moss, and I like to add it to my smoothies. So there's a lot of minerals in sea moss. There's 92 minerals out of 100, I think, that your body needs. So you're getting 92 minerals if you take sea moss every day. So I do sea moss, I do black seed oil, and then everything else I get it from my food. So I do a lot of juicing. I eat a lot of vegetables, a lot of fruit. Oh yes, definitely stay away from pork. Most definitely. That's the first one you have to let go. Is the red meat. What brand of sea moss? I use this brand. It's called. You can get any sea moss really. It just has to be wild sea moss. They sell the gel already, but I recommend you to make your gel by yourself, because all you gotta do is soak it overnight, and then you just blend it, and you're gonna get more of it than if you are buying the gel by itself. So definitely make your own gel, but you can get any wild sea moss. The sea moss, no, it don't have a taste at all. And if you put it in your smoothies, that's what I do. I promise you, you won't taste it at all. But I do sea moss. It's amazing. Then I do some kombuchas here and there, just to add some probiotic. I do a lot of coconut water. There are a lot of minerals. Coconut water as well. So yes. I'm not gonna read that out loud, but yes. Yes, Eddie. got to see my father because he lives in North Carolina, so I had to drive through North Carolina anyways. So I got to see my dad on my vacation. Got to spend some time with him, and that was fun. I wanted to take some of that water. I was mad at myself because I was like, why you didn't take like a gallon of empty water? Like a gallon of empty water so I can be able to like fill it up with the what's it called? The waterfall. Because that water was so clean and yes, I have siblings. They're all in North Carolina and in New York. I'm currently in Florida, in West Palm Beach. So I don't have any family here. What's EYP means? You send it twice. I cannot. I forgot to bring a spoon. Here we go. Look at that. So I got onions, romaine lettuce, tomatoes, avocado, and then the chickpea. And the bread is sourdough. So this is a chickpea sandwich. It's supposed to be a replacement for tuna sandwich. Yeah, for tuna. Hey, Bobby. This one is falling apart. Yes, I love sourdough. Um, they have um, they have one that has like the everything seasoning around the sourdough. That one's really good, but they didn't have any at the store when I went, and I was like, oh no. How did it taste, honestly? It doesn't have like a fishy taste, but it does taste like, because you put all the ingredients you put on tuna. So it's just a replacement for tuna. It doesn't taste like tuna exactly, but it's the closest you're going to get to a tuna sandwich. But it's not fit. It doesn't taste fishy at all. You eating a taco salad? I was thinking of making a taco salad today. Or like a vegan chicken tostada. I've made it already before, and that recipe is on the channel if you guys are interested. So have y'all heard of the Siete brand of chips? They have like they got the nacho. I don't know what other flavors they got. I think they have like I don't know if they got sour cream and onion. Because I always buy this. I get the nacho one all the time. And really, their brand of chips is like the only one you can have that is not unhealthy. Yeah, they have a whole line of stuff. But yeah, these are the only chips I get. It's the nacho kind. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're so good. I'll be trying to not go through a whole bag of them. Cause you could be watching TV and then you eat the whole bag of chips. I love avocado. If I can add it to everything, I would. Some people don't like avocado because they say like the texture is kind of mushy or something. I don't know, but I love avocado. Maybe because I'm an island girl. I don't know. Maybe it's just in my genes. Like you must eat avocado. And if you guys see, I always use the red onions. I don't use any other onions. I only use the red ones. What island? Well, I'm originally from New York, but my father is Dominican, and my mother was born in Puerto Rico, but she's half Puerto Rican and half Dominican. But I was born and raised in New York. I moved to the South as a teenager. Was in North Carolina for a long time, and then now I'm in Florida. I've been in Florida for like about a year. I was in Jacksonville, um, actually over a year because I was in Jacksonville for a year, and I've been in West Palm Beach for like 6 months. Charlotte, North Carolina. Yeah, I went to high school in Charlotte. Your food looks so good. Do you eat meat? No. So I don't eat meat. I am vegan. So I don't like avocado, but I like guacamole. You know why you like guacamole? Because it has a little bit of seasonings, a little bit of cilantro, onions. So it has a little bit more flavor to it. Because if you eat avocado by itself, a lot of people that eat avocado by themselves, they add salt to it. I'm in Raleigh. Okay, that's very close. That's what, like, is that an hour and a half from Charlotte or an hour? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the guacamole season and that flavor. I get you. I get you. Yeah. So, is it lemon? I think it's lime. When I make guacamole, I add lime to mine. But I think some people do add lemon to theirs. My nose be running when I eat. And none of this is hot. I don't know why it does that. This water is ice cold. It tastes so good. This is the water if you're just coming in. This is the water I buy. So good. Icelandic. This one and what's the other one I use? Um, this one and what's the other brand? I can't think about it right now. It's not just like, you know, when your brain just go blank. This is a dinner date. Really? But it's so refreshing. I don't always drink cold water. You guys seen me sometimes that I'll just drink it straight from the water and it just be, you know, um, and it's not hot, but it's just room temperature. But today I just wanted cold water. I don't know why. I just said I need some cold water. Mm. So let me tell you. So let me tell you. Oh, Mountain Valley. I like that water too. But this one is my favorite. That one's my favorite one. Um, so let me tell you guys about my trip, right? So I went to Smoky Mountains. First of all, if you're vegan, the food over there is terrible. Horrible. I cooked the first night and I made lunch the next day because I had a kitchen and I was staying in a timeshare, so I had a kitchen to cook. So I cooked the first night. I made like spaghetti um with like kind of like meatballs, but it wasn't meatballs. Um and some like garlic bread. So I made that the first night. And the second night, the second day, um I made lunch. I had made lunch. With it, I have like a smoothie. I had a smoothie for breakfast. Then for lunch, I made like a sandwich with king oyster mushrooms and just lettuce, tomatoes, right? Then for dinner, I didn't want to like cook my whole vacation, so I went to that night. I went to an Indian restaurant, and I love me some Indian food. They make these amazing cauliflower wings. It's called gobi Manchurian. Tell me why they had the worst gobi Manchurian ever. Ever. I've made it myself, you guys. I have the recipe on my YouTube channel and I've made it myself. So I know the tricks of making a good gobi Manchurian, which is an Indian dish, which is fried cauliflower. And then it has like this Manchurian sauce, which has bell peppers, and it just has like a sauce that is, you put it with the cauliflower, right? So I go to this Indian restaurant. I take it, you know, I get takeout cauliflower, cauliflower wings, right? which is Gobi Manchurian. And so then tell me why it was like mushy cauliflower in the inside, and then the outer part was just super breaded, like a lot of bread. And what it makes me think is that they must have had frozen cauliflower and battered it and fried it, and that's why the cauliflower was so mushy in the inside. Because cauliflower, you have to either they did that, or either it was frozen, or this is the two things that it could be. Either it was frozen cauliflower and they batter it and fried it, or it was boiled, or they boiled the cauliflower and then batter it and fried it. Those are the two ways to destroy your cauliflower wings, okay? So um the way you make cauliflower wings, you are just gonna literally cut the cauliflower. You're not gonna cook it. You're gonna batter it and fry it. And that's how you get the best cauliflowers wings, okay? And then you can't overcook it either. It has to be like 2 to 3 minutes, no more than that. And you'll have some nice crispy cauliflower. And not only that, the batter was like cake. It was like, it was horrible. It was the worst cauliflower wings I ever had from an Indian restaurant. And like I said, I love Indian food. And usually you go to any Indian restaurant and they can't really mess that up because it's just cauliflower wings. So, yeah, so I was a little upset about that. And then it was expensive too. Charged like $50 for two thing of cauliflower. Yeah. Was it $50? Like 40 something bucks or something like that. Yeah. So that was bad. The food was bad. Then the next day, say, you know what? Like I said, I don't want to be cooking the whole trip because you're missing the day. And so I went and had some pizza. I'm like, you can't really mess up pizza. It's just bread and sauce and vegan cheese. Well, the bread was dry. There was no sauce. And then I told them very, very light on the vegan cheese because the vegan cheese I use, it cooks great. So you can use whatever amount you want and it's going to be good, right? But they use that Viola, either the Viola or the other one, which is like really gooey vegan cheese. So when you're using that cheese, you have to be very, very light on that cheese. Like, so I told them very, very light. Just sprinkle it on the pizza. Don't put too much. Tell me why they didn't sprinkle it. The whole thing was gooey. So now was it only gooey? It had no sauce and the bread was super dry. And the bread, you know how sometimes the bread has like a little taste? It has no taste at all. So, yeah, for vegans, I don't recommend eating at Smoky Mountains. If you can cook, go ahead and cook. Go to the grocery store and grab some things. And so that was there, right? And then I went to Charlotte, you know, where my father stays. I stayed with my dad for a couple of days. I'm like, okay, I cooked. So I cooked the first night. I made some rice and beans with some oyster mushrooms. I had some avocado. I had made a salad because I took my seasonings on the road. Don't call me bougie or none of that. It's just I'm vegan. I have a vegan lifestyle. So I have to, you know, I'm not gonna rebuy all my seasonings. So I took some things from my kitchen, and I still had to go grocery shopping because you can't take your whole kitchen, which I wish I could when I travel, but that wasn't the case. And so I made that meal for my dad and everything, right? And so we ate the first night. In the morning, I was gonna cook breakfast. I was gonna go to the store and get something to make some pancakes or something like that for my dad, because that was gonna be the last day with my dad, right? So, you know, we was like, you know what? Let's go to a restaurant instead of cooking. That way, you know, show my dad that there's vegan restaurants out there. So we go to this restaurant called Soul something Soul something My Soul is in Noda. I don't know if you heard of Noda, but is in Noda in Charlotte, and it's something Soul. Well, I take him there, and the the breakfast section is like there's only like 5 items. I didn't really look at the menu like that, and I just seen that there was French toast, so I asked for the French toast. And my dad got one of those, what's it called? It's like a biscuit with that Beyond Meat. I think it was Beyond Meat. And then like egg on it. And so if you know me, I don't eat any fake meat, so I didn't get anything like that. I only asked for the French toast. Right? So I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna get some French toast with some maple syrup. Just something simple, right? Well, I didn't see that it was churro French toast. And tell me why this, they put the plate here, right? The thing was soggy. The French toast was soggy, and it had a chocolate drizzle on it. Not only was had a whole bunch of sugar and all that, and it's supposed to be like a churro, it had chocolate sauce on top of it. And it was already like saturated with that stuff. And they had the nerve to put maple syrup on the side. And then they put another thing of like strawberry sauce. And then they put a gelato thing. And I'm like, this is like a goof fest. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But this was, I was like, this is a goof fest. What the heck? And then I told them, I was like, hey, I didn't know. It was like, well, it's a churro. And I was like, okay, but churros usually only have like a little bit of sugar on top. Maybe you can like, go like this to the sugar and still eat it, right? You guys put this big glock of chocolate on it, and then all of this other stuff. So I'm like, hey, this is diabetic in a plate. Like, it's just what? And I'm like, can I switch this out for something else? And she goes to the back, and then she said, give me a moment. She went to the back, came back and said, oh, we can't switch it out. We can't, like, you order that. And I said, okay. Mind you, the plate was $20 for 2 pieces of French toast and all that guac on top. So the customer service was horrible in the beginning because we were confused on what we wanted. And see, me, I know how to give people like a consultation and speak to them like, what do you like? Like, I like to ask people like, do you like sugar on stuff, or you like things that are salty, like what I recommend. We didn't get that type of service. So you know, it's horrible to go to like vegan restaurants and then they just have unhealthy things. You know, it's like it defeats the purpose of being vegan. Um, you can have these type of things, but like that's just so it was just a sugar overload, and yeah, the my dad did not like his thing. He said this is just way too much. Um, yeah, and they fully vegan, and they're in Charlotte, and it was just horrible, and the prices is outrageous. Um, $20 for 2 pieces of French toast is insane. But yeah, that's what happened. And then I looked at my dad and I said, "You understand why I cook and I don't go to restaurants? Because this is the things that happen." So, will you cook traditionally Rican or Dominican dishes still, even though you're vegan? Yes. So, I've made Dominican dishes. I actually have a sancocho recipe on my YouTube channel. And it has all the root vegetables, all the flavor that you're looking for when it comes to sancocho, but it just doesn't have any meat. So you guys, so noticing that these restaurants food is like this, it just motivates me even more knowing that I have recipes that, you know, mofongo. Yeah, you can make mofongo because mofongo is just mashed plantains, and you can put any kind of toppings. You can end up putting mushrooms on top. Um, you could put anything on it, really. Mofongo is spelled MON at the top, at the front. And then I think it's spelled the same way, mofongo. Mofongo, they don't make it for breakfast. I think it's mango. Mango is made for breakfast. Um, but yeah, you can make mango with other things. It don't have to be the same way. But you can substitute things out. And I was thinking of um, making the mango for the YouTube channel, so you guys can have that recipe. So I'll be making that sometime soon. So stay tuned for that. You look very healthy. Thank you. I actually feel like I gained some weight on my trip from eating all that messed up pizza, but I'm gonna lose the weight back. I want to start the gym. I need to be serious about it. Um, I know once I start, it's gonna be like part of a lifestyle. It's just it haven't working out haven't been part of my lifestyle. Um, so it's like hard to start the initial starting to work out. But once I do, I know I'll stick to it. Yeah, she probably made more mango. It's called mango. What is their YouTube info? What kind of dip this is? This is chickpea. This is the same thing I have for the sandwich. It's a chickpea. Um It's a replacement for tuna. And so basically, I put bell peppers and celery, onions, fresh dill, and I add my seasoning. I add vegan mayonnaise, mustard. I add a little bit of maple syrup, some lemon juice. Um, what else do I add to it? And a little bit of olive oil. And this recipe is on my YouTube channel. So the info for my YouTube channel is Cooking Vegan with Johanny. Cooking Vegan with Johanny. Can I dip steak and chicken in that chickpea dip? Yes, you can do whatever you want to do. Whatever you want. If that sounds good to you and you want to make that, you can. For this is not a dip. I just added some to this bowl so I can dip my chips in. But I mean, I guess because I'm dipping in it, you guys think it's a dip. But yeah. God. Is it Lena? Thank you for the follow. I thought of moving back to North Carolina, but when I went to visit, I was just like, I don't really miss it. It's gotten so crowded. It used to be in North Carolina, well, in Charlotte, it used to be where you can hear the birds. It used to be very, very quiet. And now it's like another mini version of New York City, where it's just so loud. And everybody decided to move to Charlotte, North Carolina. I like to go visit, but I don't think I want to move back. Them pickles are so good. I get them at Whole Foods. It's a 365 brand. It's so good. Look, I killed this. Look, this is the fresh dill that I be adding to my chickpeas. I got a little piece of avocado. So I told you guys that I was gonna make some sofrito on live. Um, don't worry, I did not make it. I haven't made it yet. So I'm thinking tomorrow. I'm gonna make it. I have to grab a couple more ingredients, and I'm gonna make it on live. I was gonna just make it and not and not go live, but then I said, I usually make a lot of it, so it lasts me maybe a month or two. It just depends how much I make beans, because I usually use it for my beans, um, you know, certain things. So yeah, I'm gonna make it on live because then you guys will wait a long time if I make it without going live. And so I just store it in my freezer and it lasts me forever. And so when I make my beans and stuff like that, it's just so easy because I add my sofrito to it and my beans, some tomato paste, some fresh cilantro, and my seasonings, and that thing be so good. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel so you guys can be notified when I post. Because like I said, I was on vacation for a week. So if you're not subscribing and you're not hitting the bell notification, you're not gonna get notified when I post. So yeah, I'll be going live again tomorrow. I'm gonna say we're on a road to 10,000 subscribers because we're shooting high. We're not shooting low, shooting high. All right, we're gonna get there. So don't forget to share with your family and friends. You don't have to be vegan to make vegan food, because all vegan is whole foods, things that are natural, that is grown in earth, in the ground, fruits, vegetable, mushrooms, because I know people think of vegan like, oh, all you guys do is eat salad. Does this just look like salad to you? I finished my chickpea already. You guys gotta make this. Like, there was a point that I was making this like at least once a week. This meal right here. This is one of my favorites. It's so good. And trust me, I do not miss tuna. I don't miss none of that. I can't even, once you become vegan for this long, you can't stand the taste of fish. Well, not the taste, but the smell. The smell of fish and like meat, it's different. It's way stronger. Like your senses are stronger. So everything you're smelling it like 3 times more than you used to. So it's not as pleasing to smell. If you get what I mean. Okay, this chickpea is done. It's done. I ate all of it. And you know what? I don't feel like, even though I eat bread, I don't feel like I'm stuffed to capacity, like I'm about to pass out. No, I feel good. I don't feel like super full, and I don't feel hungry. I feel satisfied. I ain't eating nothing else tonight. Nothing else. I would have ate some pineapple because I love to eat pineapple. Um, but I actually gotta buy some because I ran out. I ran out of pineapple, and so I'm gonna get some tomorrow. So if you guys want to know, my three top favorite fruit is mango, pineapple, and peaches. Those are my three favorite fruits. So you just learned something new today. Hey, Michael. The sandwich is gone, long gone. I think somebody came and took it. Because I don't think I ate all of that. Look, it's done, done, done. Long gone. If you can find good fruit. See, Florida is crazy because you would think in Florida you will find some good fruit, but not in these supermarkets. I need to find a farmer's market. Because the supermarket, for some reason, man, is a hit and miss over here. You would think you're in Florida, they'll be growing mangoes just falling off the tree. No, that's not happening. So it wasn't actual tuna, it was chickpea. It was chickpea. It's tuna was the is the replacement for tuna. You guys, I'll be live tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notification so you get notified. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope you liked my vacation story, good and bad. Um, it was nice speaking to you guys. I'll see you guys soon, okay? Bye-bye.